Morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lahnert.
And I'm still Chuckalicious Chuck Williams.
Joining us this morning from Potter County, Judge Nancy Tanner, fresh off a Commissioners Court meeting on Monday morning. Judge Tanner, welcome. How are you doing today?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, one of the things that was on the agenda of yesterday's Commission Court was reapplying for funds and grant money and reestablishing the mission of the adult drug court. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with that. We've heard of the juvenile court systems that they have. Now, court that you comes in, and but not a lot is put out about the adult drug court, and it's been a tool that Potter County has been using to really fight addiction, to fight the issues and all the other things around it. We talk a lot about that it's not usually just one thing. It cascades across many different areas in mental health, violence, small petty crimes. They all kind of feed into each other. With the drug court, Ms. Judge Tanner, has it been an effective tool? Is it reaching people? Is it doing its job?
It absolutely has. I am so proud of that court. Natalie White with the probation department, Judge John Board, he used to be a district judge here. He has stepped in to help, and they're making great strides. It's working well. They have 12 people and the employees that are helping, and it's basically what it's doing is leading these people down the correct path that they started out on to begin with, and then they fall off. And so it's just like staying on the path, get them to the right person they need to talk to, and stay off of the drugs. And it's working. And it's working small steps, but it's working. It's working a lot. So I'm very, very proud of them. And it's both. I'm sorry, Rhonda, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to tell you, it's both misdemeanor cases and felony cases. So that they have more felony cases than they do misdemeanor cases. So it's working, and I'm glad that they started this because it is obviously needed.
Well, one of the things that if you look at what you're trying to do, we've got the drug court. You're big on mental health. All of this ties together, and one of the things that I really do appreciate is that you want to get to the root cause. And so talk about, with drug court and everything that goes on with the mental health, how you want to get to the root of the issue.
Here's the whole pie, Rhonda, that back when I first started in 2015, I started a mental health docket at the jail. I wanted to catch it. I wanted to catch them right there and get them the help they need so they wouldn't come back. It worked for a little while, and then they dropped it. They said, "We're not going to do it anymore. It's too much trouble." Well, then when Judge Hand was elected, he picked it up where I left off, and I am so glad he did. It's working. It is working. Definitely working in his court. He has it in his court. He doesn't go to the jail. He gets them after they've been arrested. And so I was getting them as they were being arrested. He's getting them after, and he's getting them on this program. It's the same thing with Natalie and with Judge Board. They're getting them after they've been in trouble and saying, "Look, there's a better path for you. Follow me, and I'm going to show you how to do it." And so that's what everyone's working towards, getting everybody on the right path, getting them off of the addiction that they have. And it's hard. It is very, very difficult for them because they've been used to doing this. And in my particular court, they don't like the way the medicine makes them feel. They don't like their meds because it makes them feel like they weigh a ton and they're immobile for days. So this is good. This is a good court. We have 3 working things: the mental health, the drug court, and then what I'm doing for the mental health people in our area. So it's working. It just takes time to get it done. And you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision to know this is what we need to do. Just don't sit back and say, "Well, here we go again. Oh, it's so-and-so again. It's Johnny again." No, let's don't see Johnny again. Let's get Johnny the help he needs, and then start with someone new that we can help. So it is an ongoing problem, but it's an ongoing teaching thing that we need to teach ourselves how to deal with these people.
Judge Nancy, I guess my question is going to be this. Might the problem, if there is a major problem, might that be in the juvenile courts or the juvenile addiction? Is there a piece missing that could really make the adult drug court that much more effective in this manner?
Absolutely, absolutely. There is a piece missing. These kids start out in school. They start out early in
Right.
school, and they continue on because they love the way it makes them feel, and they think they're big and tough. And so they grow up and they go to high school, and that's where they get in trouble. And that's where sometimes where they just finally just say, I'm not going to school anymore. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. And they end up in court because they get arrested for
Right.
something stupid. And they get arrested. And so that's where we start. That's where we need to stop it. That's
Right.
where it needs to stop. The train needs to stop right there before they even get on board. And it's just an unending problem, but we're working on it. And I do believe it is working because we've got some really, really good people handling it.
So it's in the interdiction then?
It is. It absolutely is.
You said something that struck me, Judge Tanner, was trying to teach those people, those individuals, those life skills. And when you think about it, if you come from our world, we think that's absurd. You should know better. You should know. But there are people who are, and I saw this when I did work in drug counseling in the Army, that don't know that maybe in their realm, in their circle,
It's
they don't
normal.
see a problem
Yeah.
with drinking to excess. They don't see a problem with doing narcotics. It's just their world they're in, and that's part of the big problem, isn't it, Judge Tanner? Is breaking that cycle.